Welcome back to Sleeper Barbecue. Today I'm just going to get a quick cook. We've had 5.5 days of straight days of on and off rain, mostly from that Ian, although I'm not sure that, it must have been a huge storm or moving extremely slow for it to cover, us over in rain for 5.5 days, but it's past us now. I'm going to get a cook in, and we're going to do a 2-bone pork chop today, and I'm going to give a shout out to my brother from another mother, John from Salt, Pepper, and Fire. He did 2 cooks with a Alabama white sauce, and I just got to try that white sauce. So we're going to make an Alabama white sauce to go on this 2-bone pork chop. We're going to be cooking it on a Weber kettle. We'll bring you back. Thank you. Alright, so here's your pork chop. As you can tell, hopefully it is a 2-bone, 1 and 2. They're not Frenched. I bought a huge bone-in pork roast. I think it was, I don't remember, 16 pounds, something like that. And I have a butcher's hacksaw, hand hacksaw, and I just cut up some pork loins, pork roast, some single bone pork chops, some double bone pork chops, and this is one of the double bone pork chops. Today, and probably for a good bit, I have tried this Uncle Steve's Lucky Shake all-purpose seasoning. It's absolutely fabulous. This Uncle Steve's Lucky Shake is just all around awesome. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing coated. I put the glove on my wrong hand because I'm left-handed. We're just going to get this thing covered in seasoning. Let it sit for a while. Alright. Let's get this 2-bone pork chop on here. I got this huge driveway, and for whatever reason, I parked my truck all the way up here, so excuse the bumper of the truck if you see it. So we're going to go ahead and get this 2-boner on here. It didn't really sit in the refrigerator that long. The coals were already ready, so we're going to get it on here. We're going to put the bone towards the coals, the heat, and we're cooking offset from the coals. Okay, so while that pork chop is cooking, we're going to go ahead and come in here and make John's from Salt, Pepper, and Fire, make his Alabama white sauce. So in here already I have 1 cup of Duke's real mayonnaise, and I did this off camera because I had to empty out another jar that I had before I opened this one, so I didn't want to put you through all that. Okay, and here we have 3/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. Again, I poured it already because we carry it around here by the gallon jugs because we use so much of it. Then here we need a 1/2 teaspoon of sugar. I went inside and robbed some sugar from the wife, Mrs. Sleeper, because I really don't use a lot of sugar. Then we need 1 3/4 tablespoons of black powder. Now, I think John, I'm not positive, but John may have used a ground black pepper. I am going to use a coarse pepper because I do love pepper. But I'll probably cut it back to 1 1/2 instead of the 1 3/4. Well, actually, I was wrong. It's 1 1/2 tablespoons anyway of black pepper, so I'm spot on. Then we're going to use, there's some kosher salt in here somewhere. Let me, I found it. So 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. 1 teaspoon. A splash of Worcestershire sauce. So we're going to put a splash. That's a pretty heavy splash, but we will survive. And then I'm going to need for a splash of cayenne. John, you really got to help me out with the cayenne splashes. A splash of this, a splash of that. Sounds like a mama's recipe. So that's probably about a good teaspoon. The same with the Worcestershire sauce. I would say it's about a teaspoon of each. Alright, I went in with some more cayenne pepper. So I'm probably at a tablespoon, 1 tablespoon complete. Alright, I'm thinking this thing may have got away from me. Mrs. Sleeper came out here. She just got home from work a little while ago. Oh, maybe not too bad. Yeah, got away from me a little bit. 147. It's a thick piece of meat, so I don't think that's really going to be a big deal. But I am going to get a sear on this thing. Let me work on this sear and we'll bring you back. Alright. We got them charred up. Hopefully you can see that. Juice is pouring out from it. Both sides are charred. This one didn't quite get as charred quite as much. But it's definitely dripping juices. We were at 163. 173 up front in the thin part, but I'm happy. This juice is rolling out of this thing. Alright, got a couple pictures before I put any sauce or anything on it, but I think I'm just going to cut into this joker and just see what it looks like on the inside. Oh yeah. I'm not one to squeeze my meat, but trying to get this thing to focus. Hopefully you'll see that. Plenty juicy, still plenty hot. That, my YouTube family and barbecue family, was out of this world. So, I gotta excuse my head. I got all this sauce I made here. So I need to make it. You know, this is not saying anything bad about John. You know, I didn't think about it. When you made this Alabama white sauce, it was meant for chicken. So with it being on this pork, I probably would suggest maybe cutting the apple cider vinegar back. Maybe just go in with, you know, I don't know, a 1/4 cup max. Maybe start with that and then add it as you need it. I'm not mad because I love vinegar. I am a vinegar freak. All right, so we got our Alabama white sauce on it. I gotta try it. No fat for me. Oh my. I have to tell you, I was a little concerned with it being a little tart with the vinegar. Not at all. That is out of this world. Man, that is good. I mean, that is real good. All right, this is dinner. So let me get this going and get it eaten, and we'll be back for the recap. I am back. I have to tell you, I'm a fried onion, sauteed onion, on pork chops guy. That's how I've eaten them forever, or no onion, but I usually have to have some onions with my pork chops. I gotta tell you, this white Alabama sauce on a pork chop, as it was, not changing a thing as I suggested earlier. Maybe just a pinch less of the other cider vinegar, but I love vinegar, as I already said. I wouldn't touch it. I think I got a new love. I think I'll be eating white Alabama sauce on my pork chops from here on out. That was absolutely excellent. I mean excellent. And I just can't believe it. It was great. I'm not going to sit here and ramble. Uncle Steve's Lucky Shake, this stuff is out of this world. It just puts a season on things that it's not overpowering. It just has the right amount of everything. I don't know how else to explain it. It's great. The white sauce, thank you John from Salt, Pepper and Fire. I knew I had to try it when I saw it. That big 2-bone pork chop worked perfect on the kettle. I didn't use any wood to smoke it. Got a nice sear on it. I couldn't even tell you how long I got in the whole cook, but I was afraid it got away from me, but it was right there. I mean, I finished up, I think it was like 167 in the thick part. Perfect. I'm Lance, Sleeper Barbecue from St. Mary's County, Maryland. Thanks for watching us, and we hope to see you on the next video. Thank you.